Welcome to a thrilling afternoon of professional volleyball in Omaha. The reigning champs, they're back in town and looking to regain their mojo after suffering their first loss of the season on Friday night. They're led by star player Brooke Nutteviller, who's been outstanding early in the season, and the Supernova squad, well, they are poised to attack.
Lock in because it's going to be an exciting ride tonight.
The Professional Volleyball Federation is live from CHI Health Center in Omaha, where the Supernovas at 2-1 get set to take on the Mojo of San Diego. Mojo coming in at 1-2. And hello again, everyone. I'm Larry Putney along with Nancy Metcalf. Good to have you with us here in Omaha for Professional Volleyball Federation action as the Mojo come into town. But really, the team that's had the Mojo as of late, it's been all Supernovas.
They have been playing well lately. They suffered a defeat down in Vegas in their last matchup, but they're going to look to come back from that and bounce back. Both teams are coming off a loss, so right now they're both still trying to find their stride, trying to find their rhythm, figure out what works the best in terms of team chemistry and that kind of stuff. So they're both looking for a good win today to kind of build on that momentum.
Fans of the state of Nebraska used to seeing Layla Blackwell on their side of the net. Tonight they get to see her on the other side.
And I think that's a nice homecoming for Layla. She got to spend a year here playing for the University of Nebraska, but now she's back home in San Diego playing for the Mojo. To get to come here, I think the fans will show her some love as a Cornhusker, but she is on the other side of the net now.
Somebody else who went away and now came back and will get a start tonight, Allie Batenhorst.
Yes, and Allie's story is a little bit the flip side. Allie started at Nebraska, transferred out to California to play for USC, and is now back in Nebraska playing for the Supernovas. And this is a great opportunity for her. She's so excited to be back in Nebraska. She knows the love of the fans here. She's excited to get a chance to show what she can do.
She'll be on the right tonight and gets the start. Should be a good one tonight as it's the Supernovas taking on the San Diego Mojo here in Omaha. PVF volleyball is coming your way, so look out. inside here at CHI Health Center in Omaha. Great afternoon on a Sunday for Professional Volleyball Federation Volleyball. Here, look at your starting lineups. Dae-Young Lee will be the setter for the Mojo. Extensive international experience, middle blocker. Layla Blackwell, a starter here in Pro Ball. Supernovas, for the first time, Allie Batenhorst will get the start. She'll be an opposite. So ready to go here in Omaha. Supernovas and the Mojo. Mojo come in at 1-2. Supernovas at 2-1, having dropped a reverse sweep affair in Vegas just 2 days ago. So a quick turnaround here for the Supernovas as they come off that 5-set loss. Valentina Anderson pushes outside. Cooper with the swing. Knocked down, opposite way off the block. Great up, but out, and point for the Mojo. Heavy swing on that right pin by Reagan Pittman.
And I think we're going to see that a lot today. Both teams come out ready to play. They're serving at Reagan Cooper. I think they're going to try to get her out of system as much as they can because they're going to try to mess with her rhythm, hitting on the left pin.
The pass there by Cooper goes right back to her from off the net. Over dig. Nunneviller out of the back row. Right on the line of the kill by Brooke Nunneviller, who has elevated her play to new heights this season.
And Brooke was solid for Omaha last season already. Coach Bird said that one thing she noticed that Brooke has really improved her leadership, and she's become more of a leader on this team and really matured in that sense too. And you can see it the way she wants to take over these matches for Omaha.
Former Oregon Duck. Tough serve, but a good pass. Insistent, tried to swipe it off the block to Dalkey, but not down. And there is Cooper from just off the net. That time went outside the block down the line.
That's such a smart shot from Reagan Cooper. She sees that line. The line defender comes up the line for the tip, and she's creeping in, and Reagan knows that back corner is going to be open, seeing that line in there.
Valentina Anderson will serve now. Quick middle to Blackwell is not down. Outside Batenhorst right into the block of Dalkey. And Dalkey, big block on that left side.
That was such an explosive move from Dalkey. She got out there quick and over, and Allie Batenhorst just gets trapped a little bit inside and cuts it right back into the block.
Blackwell with the serve. Good pass by Nunneviller, trying to run the middle. Caitlin Horde not down. Good block touch by the Novas. Nice tempo out to the pin, and it pays off as Batenhorst gets the kill.
And you saw in that rotation, the Supernovas stayed switched, so Allie Batenhorst, who's technically their opposite, stayed out at the left pin, but they were able to get a triple block on that outside swing by San Diego, which helped them get a great touch and play the next ball.
And the ace. Good serve there by Reagan Cooper. She's had a good start here to 2025. 8 kills, 16 kills, 13 kills in her 3 matches. Nice tempo. Out to the pin, not down. Nunneviller into the block. Go the opposite way to Batenhorst. Another touch by the Supernovas. Tried high hands, but good touch to keep it alive. Not down, good coverage. More defense on both sides here. Great up, Gomez, back row. Cooper got the kill. What a rally.
That was such a great rally, and like you said, showcasing the defense on both sides of the net. Valentine Anderson early in the rally had to run across the net and one arm underhand set a ball, perfect ball for her hitter to attack. You see Gomez popping up a great ball in defense. We're going to see a lot of really good defensive plays that'll extend rallies.
Push right back to the pin. Dalkey goes off the top of the block. Quick set out to Nunneviller, and Brooke Nunneviller with the kill. 4-0 run here for the Novas on the serve of Reagan Cooper.
Nadi setting a really nice tempo to that left pin, and after the play, Brooke came over and gave her a thumbs up. She said that was a great speed, and I think they got to keep doing that. They use that speed, it's going to help them against the block.
Run on the middle, and Stone with the kill. There's our first look at Ronica Stone, who's been dominant in the middle for the Mojo.
She has been one of their best players, and that was one of the players Coach Kuhn said they're focused on. If they can slow her down, she's going to be one of their main players for San Diego. If Omaha can slow her down, that's going to give them a better chance.
Former Gopher Reagan Pittman now back to serve. And Pittman into the net. She's from Kansas City, so you would assume family up here. Just a quick 2.5-hour drive for Reagan's family.
Survey number 23,
A little closer drive than San Diego. A lot closer.
Slightly.
Back-to-back serves into the day.
So this is interesting. Reagan Pittman's a middle on that rotation. She's staying in and playing back row. Typically the middle will come out for a defensive player. But the Mojo doing something a little different here.
So here is Kendra Dalke back to serve. Fantastic career at Arizona. Nunaviller off the block. Bump set outside, big swing into the block by Maya Tabron, who goes into that block of Batenhorst.
And that was a nice tempo by Tabron, but you can see the Omaha Supernovas block getting way up and over the net. That's a big block to hit into. And they do a good job sealing the net there.
Caffey was also there. There's Kayla Caffey. Pushed off the net, knee. Sets the back row, not down. Caffey with the tip. Good pancake up, kept alive. Back row swing by Cooper again. Reagan Cooper, hot hand early.
I really like how right now Nati Valentin-Anderson is mixing up the offense on the Omaha side. She's not committed to just middles or just outside. She's mixing in front row and back row. That's going to help them because it's going to throw the blockers for a loop. They can't just focus on one thing.
And Batenhorst into the tape. First start for Allie Batenhorst. Coach Kuhn Bird said earlier today just loves her intensity. She is all in despite switching positions. Played a little bit of right side here and there, but primarily an opposite here today. Out of the back row. The over dig. Again, Batenhorst tried line. Did she get the touch? No. Point for the Mojo.
And that's one thing Coach Kuhn mentioned is that she likes having Allie as an opposite because they can actually switch up their serve receive. In the last rotation, they pulled Reagan Cooper out of serve receive. Now they're pulling Allie Batenhorst out of serve receive. So it gives them different looks for serving depending on what the opponent is trying to target.
Good tempo out to Nunaviller and a no-doubter for Brooke Nunaviller. How about the start Nunaviller has had this year? 22 kills, 15 kills, 18 kills, and in every match she's had a double-double.
She has been dominant so far for Omaha. She has really taken it to another level this season, and that's something that they want to see her do as both on the court as a player, but also in her leadership abilities, and she's really stepped up for them.
Tabron with a kill from the left pin. Tabron graduated from SMU. She was part of that SMU squad that knocked off #2 Nebraska down in Dallas 3-0 early in the season. She had 9 kills in that match against the Huskers.
The SMU squad gave a lot of teams trouble during the season. They had a good run.
Early to the knockout pit in the regular season. Good push from behind, Nunaviller. Cooper closes it out with a kill from the left pin.
And another long rally with great defensive ups, some really nice block touches happening. I think both teams are doing a really good job right now just staying steady. Nobody's playing too far outside themselves or getting too worked up. They're just working into it.
Great dig early in that rally by Shara Venegas. Nice run. There is Layla Blackwell with the kill. Talking with Taiba Hanif Park before the match. Loves and is really surprised by the level of play that she's seen out of Layla Blackwell early in the year.
And I think that's fair because Layla didn't play a lot for Nebraska, so I don't think people realized what a quality player she is. So now that they get a chance to see her do her thing, she can surprise some people. She's a great player and even more so a really great person, really great leader, mother figure on the team kind of a person.
Fell late into the draft of the PVF and landed in the laps of the Mojo, who primarily took, she's a hometown kid in San Diego. But boy, were they pleasantly surprised with what they've seen in the gym. Venegas with the dig. Tabron sends it over. Valentina Anderson goes behind off the top of the block by Blackwell, and then into the pin, and the kill by Allie Batenhorst.
It takes down the antenna. Really nice turn of Allie Batenhorst, seeing that block and tooling off it really high off those hands, cross court. It's a really nice shot.
Good swing again. Supernovas with a 5-point lead. 13-8 here in set one. Good diving up off the swing by Blackwell. Here's Batenhorst again. Overpass. Horn keeps it alive. Medeviller out of the back row. Tip. Nice coverage on the backside by Cooper. Trying to get it back over. Another good rally.
Caitlin Horde is not going to get credit for any of those blocks because the block didn't actually result in the point, but she had several really good touches. She's working really great timing right now, waiting for the hitter when they're waiting. She's doing a really good job getting over the net with the hitter. She's been a good blocker for Omaha so far this season as well.
Yeah, Nazi to the top of the tape. Natalia Valentina Anderson, the setter for the Supernovas, 4-time best setter in the Puerto Rican League. Part of the Puerto Rican national team, as you saw Coach Kuhn there. And now Layla Blackwell to serve. Good pace into the middle, swing by Horde. Batenhorst now swinging from the left side. Cooper's on the right for the Supernovas. Here is Cooper. Tight. And the kill by Cooper.
Really good pursuit there by San Diego, but really good patience by Omaha. There were a couple balls that were tight, and the hitters did a good job keeping it in play for their team to cover.
Supernovas with the lead at the first time out. They're on top by 6. Well, if you're watching from other places rather than Nebraska, the Midwest, Omaha, you might not realize that it is freezing in Omaha today. It is a cold one as the ice rolls down the Missouri. Thank goodness volleyball this time of year is played inside. 15-9 is our score. Supernovas with the lead. Tough serve. Oh, great up by Lee. Let's run. Caitlin Horde with the kill.
That all started with the serve from Reagan Cooper. She totally had San Diego out of whack over there. They couldn't get the ball up. It was just a last-ditch save effort, and so that allowed Omaha to get a free ball back and run their offense.
Another tough serve. A little bit of a yo-yo there by Cooper. Serving short, serving long. Keep him off balance. Caitlin Horde with the tip. Good swing by Dalkey. And Dalkey with the kill.
Point, San Diego.
That was a good swing. I think Nunaviller actually had a decent up, and Reagan Cooper was able to, she was within reach of getting that, but she stopped. I think she thought she was closer to the fans or the scoreboard than she was, because she stopped about 6 feet short.
Janisa Moore now into the match for the Mojo. Played 4 years at Ohio State, 1 year at Tennessee, and that is an ace. Just inside back line by Reagan Pittman.
And she's driving a ball that comes in high, and especially for Gomez, it's coming in high at her head, and then it's dropping in the last 3 feet of the court. That's a really tough serve to judge in or out on.
Nunaviller bumps that outside. Here's Batenhorst. And Batenhorst is blocked. A little tight to the net. And Stone with the block.
Yep, good job by San Diego. They're setting up a tough block against the net. Two of them together reaching over. I think Allie Batenhorst had a tough set to swing at that time.
So good run here for Pittman from the service line. Right until there. There's a 3-0 run. Look back when Pittman played at Minnesota, and the teammates, she had Schaffmaster on that team, Landfair early on in her career, Steph Samity was on that team. Just, it was a loaded Golden Gophers team. As another service error by the Supernovas. And Dalkey back to serve. Just brushes the tape. Nunaviller into the block. Big block on that right side. Both Lee and Stone were there. I think Lee got a hand on it.
I think so too, judging by her reaction. She was very excited.
5-1 run right now for the Mojo. Tip. Nazi there to keep it alive. Here's Nunaviller. Tries to push deep corner. Out of the back row. Good dig by Nazi again. Here is Batenhorst. And Moore gets the kill. Just into the game. Janisa Moore.
And San Diego is starting to feel their momentum. They're starting to kind of get their rhythm as a team. Omaha is still getting some good touches, but they're looking a little more out of sorts. They just got to calm down, get a side out here.
Eve Park said she might use a little more on that left side in this game. Loves her vertical. She provides some immediate offense, and certainly did in that swing. So Batenhorst now back to serve. Here's Moore again, off the block. And Nunaviller with another kill.
That's a really smart shot by Nunaviller. That's a high off the net set out of system from the libero. She just takes it high and down the line, knowing the defense there is going to be coming in, and she gets it between those two players. It's a great location.
Fourth kill for Nunaviller here in set number 1. Off the block touch, confusion in the back row between Batenhorst and Cooper.
Sometimes that can happen with miscommunications on teams, especially when someone like Batenhorst isn't playing in her normal position. But Omaha's going to have to figure that out and keep talking through it to solve those problems.
Monica Stone to serve. Good push outside, Nunaviller. Top of the block. Moore from outside the pin. Ooh, what an angle. It's a good dig by Nunaviller. Back row, Cooper, got it. Great dig by Nunaviller to keep that one alive.
That was. She was in position, and a lot of times when the ball goes out wide past the antenna for the opposite outside hitter, it's a tendency to creep in expecting the tip, and she did a really good job staying home and waiting and knowing that Janasia Moore can hit that sharp cross angle, and she did.
It's one of those high volleyball IQ plays, right?
Yes, very much.
And a tip at the net. And the Mojo with the kill. He's done about everything. Block, a couple of kills.
She's a solid player. She came from Korea and is just doing a good job all around for the San Diego team.
Played in the Korean V-League. She was named Setter of the Year in that league 3 consecutive seasons from 2017 to 2020. On the slide, Kathy goes down the line. Good up there by Venegas. Another opportunity here. It'll be Batenhorst. Venegas again with the up. Off the block touch. Cooper again was sent back. Oh, what a great set by Nazi. Looked like she was going to take it on the second ball, pushed it out, held both blockers.
She did, and high IQ volleyball tells you the libero overhand set that ball in front of the 10-foot line. Nazi can't attack that ball, but it was in the moment, and she caught the San Diego block kind of second-guessing it. It was a great play to distract the block.
What a set. Allison Witten in the game. She served the last, and the Mojo with the point.
That's Layla Blackwell again. She's really doing a nice job for San Diego, both on blocking and on defense, and then on attacking, I'm sorry.
Back to a 3-point game. Janasia Moore will serve. Back row. Boy, Nunneviller found the opening and just exploded.
She did, and Nati's been running their back row in different positions. It's not just a set middle of the court for the middle back, right corner for the right back. She's running them inside. The middle back is going on the left side of middle or on the right side of middle, so she's really working it around to keep that block guessing and keep them have to move.
Almost at the 10-foot line by Dalkey on the kill.
That was a really nice play by San Diego. They ran the middle wide, and you can see Allie Batenhorst jumps with the middle, and that leaves Dalkey 0-on-1. And she terminates. I mean, that's a great swing. That's exactly what she needs to do. Nati hung in there and tried to dig it, which was also impressive.
Right. Batenhorst, good swing, more with the dig. Kept alive, touched off the block, and the kill for Dalkey. Just brushed it right off the block.
That's another really smart play by Dalkey, because that's a really tight ball, and you don't know for sure if the block is going to reach or not, but she finds the blocker's hands and pushes it right off of them out of bounds. It's a really smart play.
22-20 here in the first set. Dug out of the net there by Horde. Here is Cooper. A good cut there by Cooper. Leads to the free ball. Pulled back out of the net on a pass a bit too tight. And Batenhorst into the block. And Nunneviller cleans up the rally.
And there was some sloppy play in that, some sets that were too high or too tight, passes that got too tight. But I really like how Omaha just stays calm and they keep running their plays. Like you said, Nunneviller just coming in, ready to attack, ready to clean it up at the end.
You heard Nunneviller turn to Nazi and say that was so good. Overpass. And point for the Supernovas. And set point here in the first for Omaha.
That's good awareness by Allie Batenhorst, the setter's back row. So any ball in the play, and if you don't touch it and she can play it to their side, it's live. But as soon as you touch it off of her, that's a blocking move and it's illegal.
There's Nunneviller. Got it! Set one to the Supernovas.
And who else but Brooke Nunneviller to finish that off? She's been solid again.
7 kills in set one for the Supernovas, Super Nunneviller. pretty good start for the Supernovas here at home. They take the Mojo down 25-20 in set number 1. Sometimes you take, an odd occurrence and you do big things with it. Well, if you remember last time we were here, there was a bat that got loose and held up play for a while. So, your marketing department can do a lot of things with this. So they've kind of gone bat shirt crazy here with the Supernovas. Buy a Supernovas bat shirt. I think I might pick one up before we leave. And here's the, oh my gosh. So there will be multiple layers to this new bat marketing campaign. I will tell you, the real bat was a little more fun. But that's it. But I like the.
That's good.
I like the idea.
Play off of it, you know.
I like the idea. That's a good first set for the Supernovas.
Yeah, it was. Here's kill leaders if you're interested. Brooke had 8, Reagan had 7, Allie with 3.
Always interested in kill leaders, yeah.
And for them, about what you'd expect. Dalkey 4, Stone 3, and then Layla and Reagan Pittman both had 2, as well as their setter.
So set 1 goes to the Supernovas here in the Professional Volleyball Federation matchup on a Sunday afternoon between the Mojo and the Supernovas. Mojo's coming in at 1-2 on the year. Supernovas 2-1. What was it that Bird said earlier today about that loss on the road at Vegas? They were up 2-0 and reverse swept. She said they had opportunities in set number 3 to win it. She said that's going to live in my soul for the rest of the year.
Yes, she said it will haunt her, and it does. Losses like that are so hard for a team, but it can also be a really good motivator and a really good reminder. And the thing that she pointed out is that because she said we had those opportunities and we kind of took our foot off the gas, and I think that's a good reminder for teams, especially in a league like this where so many teams have so much talent. You cannot take your foot off the gas. You have to close it out every single point till the match is over. And when you don't, a team is good enough to get some points, get the momentum back, and then do what Vegas did and come back and win it. So it's a good reminder, and it's early in the season. I think the team will definitely learn from it and move forward.
Ready to go here, set number 2. Nasi to serve. Tough serve. Pulled back in. Good hustle there by Venegas to keep it alive. Opportunity here. Run the middle. Outside more, just wide. No touch point. Novas.
And I like the offensive mindset of Janasia Moore right now. She's going after it. She's not holding back. I've really been impressed with Shara Venegas, though, and passing on defense. I mean, she has really taken charge for this team and taken over a lot, and I've seen her try to take players out of serve receive to take the ball so it frees up her attackers to hit. She's been doing a really good job being offensively minded for her team to get them going.
Pittman gets the kill off the block and out. Pittman, those Big Ten volleyball fans remember her entire career, a middle blocker. She's transitioned to the right side, but still able to go off one foot very effectively.
Yeah, still runs it like a middle.
Yeah. Serve long.
Serve is long. Point Omaha. Serving Tobago, number 8, Reagan Cooper.
Cooper now back to serve. Reagan Cooper played at Kansas and Texas Tech. Was Rookie of the Year last year in the Professional Volleyball Federation. There was a touch there.
Point San Diego.
And there's going to be a challenge here by Bird, as Nunaviller immediately said, yes, there was a touch. Did it hit Pittman's fingers? Let's see. Tough to tell from that angle.
Omaha's challenging a block touch.
Move, but both Brooke Nuneviller and several other Omaha players were very adamant immediately that there was a touch. So
I think the movement would be blocked by the ball. This is the angle you're going to be able to see, I believe. Huh. Nope, no touch. Point stays with the Mojo. Call's already been made.
And that's the tough part about challenges is there might have been a touch, but if you can't see it on the video, it doesn't matter. So you can believe it was a touch, but if it's not enough to show up on the video, then the challenge doesn't work.
Right. So Pittman now back to serve. Good pass. And Nuneviller with the kill. She has 9 kills already.
And Nuneviller is doing a good job seeing this block and the small line they're giving her and finding that seam down the line. She's not hitting it 100%. She's taking a little bit of speed off of it, but finding those locations.
How about Nuneviller's efficiency in that first set? First set, 7 kills, 15 swings, no errors. Her efficiency, she hit 400.
That's amazing for an outside hitter.
Oh.
And then Reagan Cooper, 7 kills, 14 attacks.
Wow.
No errors. They're both outsides are hitting really well for Omaha today.
Back row Moore got the touch.
San Diego.
Taiba Hanif Park, the coach of the Mojo, was saying before the match that they really like what they had seen in practice from Janessa Moore. She brought some offense, and we're certainly seeing her bring the offense here this afternoon. There's Cooper with a kill.
Nice back row attack there from Cooper, just right in system. I love it that they're incorporating that into the offense early.
Service error.
San Diego. Serving number 7, Monica Stone.
5 service errors on the Novas. And now Ronica Stone. Great diving up. Back row Cooper. Good pass on the slide, not down Blackwell. Nuneviller just lit it right through there. Took a little off it, got it through the block, and it drops.
Yes, and that leads me to believe she's seeing the block really well. You see her here with that amazing up, diving in to cover Nati's tip attempt there. But Brooke has just been really solid, and again, on that last hit, not hitting it 100%, taking something off, finding the holes in the block.
Lee pushes out to the pin. And a kill. Kendra Dalkey.
Another smart shot by Dalkey. She's got a one-on-one block when you see Kayla Caffey jump in the middle. And she's got Nati for a one-on-one block. Smart shot hitting around that.
And Batenhorst out of the back.
We haven't seen Allie much out of the back row today yet, but that's a nice job by her again. Coming in quickly, getting up, tooling it off the block, using hands.
Kayla Caffey now serving. Former Husker, former Longhorn, former Tiger. 3 different schools she played at in college. Great run there for Blackwell. Some pace on that.
That was a nice attack. Great set, great pass by San Diego to start that off.
Blackwell starting here in her first year in the Professional Volleyball Federation. Didn't see a lot of playing time at Nebraska. Some people scratched heads over that. Every time she had an opportunity, she played exceedingly well. Hit over 400 in the season. Steady force.
Supernovas.
Reagan Pittman there wanting the touch. The referee looked over at Coach Hanif and she just shook her head and said, nope, we're not going for that.
Lee right back out to Moore, off the block. Ozzie hustles in, set outside by Gomez. And the kill for Batenhorst.
that's going to be Allie's bread and butter when she plays on the right side. She does such a good job when she gets her feet to the ball of turning it thumb down and knocking it off that block out of bounds. See here, her thumb goes down inside, and that twists the ball out of bounds. Great shot.
And serve long by the Novas. So now Blackwell back to serve. Back to back.
And we've seen quite a few service errors today, but I think that also shows you that both teams realize if you serve too easy, it's just too easy for the other team to get the momentum. So they know they have to serve tough. And when you serve super tough, you're going to have some errors. So they have to find that balance, that fine line between too many errors, but enough where you're still being aggressive with your serve.
Very good run. Veronica Stone came blasting in, but right into the block. Big buck by Caitlin Horde.
Yes, Caitlin Horde all over that.
Yeah.
Yes, she's done a great job blocking this year for the team, starting off in all their matches, and she's showing it again today.
Good tip by Pittman.
It's a very smart shot. You've got a double block in front of you. That tip just over the block is the furthest away from any defensive player. And Reagan Pittman is experienced. She knows that.
Speaking of smart tips, there is Nunaviller.
Brooke Nunaviller returns the favor. Reagan just rotated to the back row. Pittman's playing defense on right back, and Brooke takes it right over the block to make her chase it down.
And already Nunaviller in double digits in kills. So Caitlin Horde now serves for Omaha. Moore fires it through the block.
Janasia Moore has such a high point of contact. When she gets up there, she's hitting at the top of the block, and she can get angles on that ball, going over and through blocks.
Janasia Moore listed at 6 foot. What do you think, 5'11"?
6 foot might be a stretch. I know heights typically get exaggerated up, and I think that's the case with her as well.
Boy, does she have some ups.
Yes, she's an exceptional jumper.
There's Caffey with the kill. First kill for Kayla Caffey. Played in Grand Rapids last year. And just long
San Diego.
on the serve by Batenhorst. Gotta go deep zone one and just sent it long. Veronica Stone now will serve. Veronica, the daughter of Ron Stone, three-time All-Pro in the NFL. And a kill.
And Reagan Pittman stepped in and set that ball.
Yeah.
I think Lee was coming for it, and Reagan just stepped in front of her and said, I got this, and she delivered a great set.
There is Veronica to continue the NFL theme. She's engaged to the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love. Powered through there, and the kill by Kayla Caffey.
That's a nice tempo, nice connection there between Nati and Kayla. Finding Kayla on the slide behind, Kayla's able to get up and find the seam between the blockers.
And the tip, sent back by Caffey. On the slide, Blackwell. Did she get a hand? She did. Off of the block of Cooper, and Blackwell with another kill.
Serving number 19, Diane
Layla is
Lee.
playing well for San Diego here again, just finding the arms of Reagan Cooper and tooling off the block.
Didn't see it there, but there was no argument from Cooper. Good hustle by Janasia Moore to keep it in. Free ball opportunity for Omaha. Great swing from that left pin, and Dalkey with the kill.
That was a really nice swing by Reagan Cooper on the ball right before that, but the San Diego defense just pops it up right in the basket for the setter to handle. Some nice defense leading to that kill.
Dahlke's still coaching. Kendra Dahlke, who played at Arizona, she's now an assistant coach at UC Davis for the last 3 years. As there's Batenhorst with the tool.
Serving number 28, Kayla Caffey.
Knotted at 14. Here is Caffey. A push by Blackwell right into the middle, and another kill for Layla Blackwell. And at our first time out here in set number 2, the Mojo with the lead, on top by 1, 15-14. Layla Blackwell playing well. Mojo with the lead here in set number 2. Supernovas took the first 25-20. This, the Professional Volleyball Federation. The other league, obviously, is Love Volleyball. And then recently announced a new league, which will begin in 2026. MLV, or Major League Volleyball, of which the Supernovas will be a founding member. There's still a lot to play out here in exactly where professional volleyball will move in the future in the U.S., in the States. I think the good news is it's been proven it can work.
I agree, and I think what this shows is that the support is there for volleyball, and as a former player, it's so exciting to see the opportunities these women are getting to play post-collegiate volleyball here in the United States, not having to go overseas, be away from your families for 6 months out of every year, 8 months out of every year. So it's really exciting that these opportunities are happening.
In the States, right? Because
in the States,
right,
yes.
If you think about so many of these high-level college athletes, you know, when they were done with collegiate, they would look overseas. It was really the only opportunity, and what a great, you know, opportunity for these young players to be able to stay in the States and play professional volleyball.
Yes, it really is, and the support has been amazing, especially in Omaha. We've seen great crowds here every match, and it's so fun to see the community be able to have a team to support like this in the professional realm.
Yep. Yeah, we talked about it. You know, it's about a degree outside today, maybe, you know, sub-degree temperature, wind chill, and look at the fans. I mean, they still come out to watch Supernovas volleyball here in Omaha.
The support has been tremendous, and I know the team really appreciates it, and they're always excited to come back and play in this arena because they know the support will be here.
Bird looking for some clarification there. Second season for Bird. Coach Kuhn on the bench for the Supernovas. She was the interim all last year, became the official. I mean, you win the league, I suppose we can give you the head coaching job officially.
I think you probably prove your worth if you win the league, yeah.
She was officially named head coach in July, but interim for most of the 24 season. Former assistant at Kansas, former Texas A&M head coach.
Well, she has such a great resume, but what I really appreciate in the communication we've had with her is just her demeanor. She's so calming. She's pretty chill. She understands the game really well, and she understands the ebb and flow of the game. She doesn't get too worked up over tiny little things because she knows it's going to work itself out. You just have to stay with it, stay with what you've learned in training, stay with what you've practiced.
Well, apparently we have word that they're checking the lineups to see if they're in the right rotation, if the right lineup was turned in at the beginning of set number 2. It's all been figured out, and we're back underway as Dalkey with the serve. Good dig in the back row off the swing of Batenhorst. Here is Moore again, and Moore continues to light it up off the bench.
James Moore has been a spark for the Mojo. She's come in and just offensively, she's being aggressive on every ball. And honestly, it's so fun to see because that energy is contagious for her team.
Janisha Moore, she played 4 years at Ohio State and then finished her career at Tennessee where she had her best year. Hit over 300 on the season as an outside in Tennessee in the SEC. There's a line shot, but wide by Batenhorst, and this is the largest lead of the match for the Mojo. They're up by 3. And Dalkey now back to serve. And just thrown right down by Horde. Caitlin Horde with the kill.
And that's a perfect pass by Brooke Nunaviller to set that up. Nati Anderson getting up there, the ball's right at the net, so she knows that Caitlin's going to be up quick with her, feeds her the ball, and Caitlin throws it down right in the middle of the court.
Nazi to serve. Good coverage there by Blackwell. Pushed outside, Cooper tipped, not down. Lee kept it alive. Moore from off the net. Not down. But it was a kill eventually by Moore, and hard into the scorer's table. No surprise goes Brooke Nunaviller.
You see a tremendous amount of heart when pursuit balls happen. You can see who's going all out to get it. Sometimes not worried about their own safety, which coaches don't necessarily love, but they love the hustle. They love the heart that gets shown.
Maya Tabron now to serve. Driving serve there by Tabron. And Batenhorst got the hands, it redirects, and a kill for Allie. That's 7.
That's a nice swing by Allie Batenhorst here, going high off the inside hand of the block here, and the left back defender was already diving into the middle of the court, and she's unable to change directions and go back out, so Allie finds an empty spot on the court.
Runs the middle, and Stone destroys it.
That was such a quick set, a quick hitter-setter connection there. That ball is barely out of Lee's hands, and Stone is swinging. The Omaha block isn't even up yet.
Veronica Stone led the PVF in hitting last year, .336, and 7th in kill percentage at .406. Nunaviller tried the tip. Page was right there. Out of the back row. A kill by Dalkey.
Dalkey's been really effective for San Diego so far today. She's available in every rotation. She's done a nice job seeing the block and going around it.
Coach Kuddle take the timeout. Supernovas trail here at home. They lead at 1-0, but down by 4 in set 2. Mojo with the lead by 4. Look at Allie Batenhorst on the right, Layla Blackwell on the left. A couple of former Huskers leading the way for their respective teams. Layla 5 kills and Batenhorst with 7. Set Nunaviller, and Nunaviller with the kill. Let's see if Supernovas can get something going here in set number 2.
Brooke doing a nice job here, seeing the high reach of Veronica Stone and just going inside off her inside of her arm. Again, taking something off of it. I'm really impressed with how Nunaviller finds kills when she's not swinging all out at the ball. She does a really nice job seeing the block and finding those kills.
Tough serve by Allison Witten. Page from off the net, not down. Nunaviller re-steps. And a free ball opportunity here for Omaha. What a block. Veronica Stone.
And that set was a little bit inside. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not, but Nunaviller is flying in trying to get to that, and she can't get there quite quick enough, and it goes right into the block of Lee.
Oh, that was Lee's hand. Solo hand. Double block, but
Double block. She was coming.
But Lee got it. Opportunity here for the Mojo. Stone again. Was not down. And then pushed over by Lee. We're going to have a challenge potentially.
He called a net on San Diego.
Maybe back row attack. Was Lee in the front row there when she... This looks like it was down and not a pancake. Yep. Don't know if there was a challenge, because that maybe had a challenge in there, and it is going to be a challenge.
The pancake in the middle of the rally.
So we believe this will be overturned as the point was awarded to the Supernovas on the...
That was some really good camera angles too, showing that pancake attempt.
And there, it is a floor touch. It is down. Clearly a point for San Diego. So now the Mojo just 3 away here in set number 2 from evening this up. Tough serve by Moore, overpass and put down. They're going to say play goes on. And there is a challenge. And Mojo will challenge again and likely win this again.
I thought it bounced off the floor and then up off of her leg. But an interesting thing about challenges that people need to remember is different in the Pro League is they have 7 seconds within the play to challenge it. Once the play goes beyond that, you can't go back and challenge something that happened. So the timing is a little bit interesting because they have to challenge that specific play. They can't wait to see who wins the point and then say, oh wait, I want to challenge that ball way at the beginning of the rally.
Yep, that'll be down, and it will be a point for the Mojo. So now San Diego just 2 away likely after this call comes in, and there it is.
And another difference this year is there's only 1 referee at the net. Last year they had 1 up ref and 1 down ref. Now they've got the main referee at the net.
Right.
The second referee is down at the scorer's table with the replay video screens. And so the up ref doesn't have the helper ref on the other end of the net to be able to see some of these angles like they used to.
So they will let some of those plays go, especially if questionable, right?
Yes, I think so, because you'd rather not call it, use the challenge and make it right, than call it and end up stopping a play and find out it was a good play and you stopped play. They want to keep the play going as much as they can.
So now Mojo just 2 away. Yeah.
Yes, Mojo have really picked it up this set. They've put some nice plays together.
Crowd trying to get the Supernovas back into it here at the CHI Health Center in Omaha. a good start of the season to the Supernovas, 2-1. Of course, lost that last match in Vegas on the reverse sweep. Two of these Supernovas players named preseason all-league performers. Nunaviller and Reagan Cooper. One for the Mojo, that would be Veronica Stone.
Well, the missed serve gives Omaha a breath of life. They're kind of dug themselves a little bit of a hole, but they've got a chance. If they can put together a nice string here, get some offensive momentum back.
And Batenhorst with the service error. So now San Diego at set point here in set 2.
Set point, San Diego.
On the slide, Caffey with the kill. Goes off the fingertips of Kendra Dalkey.
And Nati and Kayla Caffey have a really good connection. When they can run that slide, Kayla Caffey's been very effective going behind for the Supernovas.
Served by Nunaviller. He runs the middle. Blackwell got the kill and the set. So Layla Blackwell gives the Mojo set number 2, and we are knotted at 1 set apiece between Omaha and San Diego. We'll be back here in Omaha for the 3rd set. Back here in Omaha, knotted at 1 apiece as we head to set number 3. The defending champs, the PVF, the Supernovas, trying to do it 2 years in a row with a big target on their back.
The $1 million match is done, and the Supernovas win it.
We want to have a target in our back. That means we're doing things right. A lot of people forget. They're like, oh, they're the champions, back to back. And we want to act like it. We want to train like it.
A supernova is an explosion of stars that can outshine its entire galaxy. And in the inaugural season of the Pro Volleyball Federation, the Omaha Supernovas did just that by winning the first ever PVF championship.
That is always the ultimate goal. You know, you want to win the championship. And our team did that. It just means a lot because when you work that hard throughout the season to keep a team together and to be the best that we can be every single day, it's uncomfortable, it's hard. It's just the best reward, right? As an athlete, but also because of all the work that we did throughout the season.
Last season was honestly one of the best seasons of my life. I think I learned a lot. I went through a lot of adversity, definitely downs, but so many ups that were worth it. Obviously, you had the championship at the end, and that team was really, really special.
We were very competitive, and that is something that you want in a gym. And it's a challenge, it's a tough buy-in for every player that's not playing all the time, but that is why we were so good. That championship was just that, it was last year, so when I talk about us creating that, we have to create a personality and an identity that will be this team.
The first championship was only the beginning, a single explosion in the vast cosmos of possibility.
This team is very, very new. So I think something with me that I'm trying to do and trying to establish in my own game is just what can I bring with these new players? And that's why this time is really exciting.
We have a lot of new faces. A lot of them know each other, and that's what's cool about the pro space. They've either played against each other or they know each other. Nati and Brooke are back. For us to see them come back as kind of our returners and they're comfortable here and kind of show the rest of the people the ropes is nice. I always say to every team, it is so cool to think that we are untouchable right now because this is our moment.
Holding each other accountable and to a standard because this is the championship team.
Trying to make it 2 in a row in the Professional Volleyball League. 1-1 between the Mojo and the Supernovas here at Intermission. We'll be back for set 3 in Omaha. Omaha Supernovas and the Mojo knotted at 1 set apiece. Supernovas win the first 25-20 and drop the second 25-19. Brooke Nutteviller she's been the star thus far for the Supernovas.
She has. She's been the most consistent for the Supernovas so far. They're using her a lot. They're asking her to do a lot, but she's been coming through for them.
Leads the way with 11 kills from all over the floor. And this, in 4 matches this year, the 4th time she's been in double digits in kills. And she's had a double-double in each of the 3 previous matches on Pay Series. You take a look at another level for Nutteviller.
Yeah, she's playing so well, and she's really helping lead this team by her solid play as well, because if the team knows they can count on you, that gives them a little bit more of a calm feeling, and so I think that helps make the rest of the team feel calm as well.
How would you say that, Nancy?
Another level?
Another level? Our crew, so creative. Set number 3, ready to go. Mojo started off. Dalkey with the serve. Back row, Batenhorst is long. Point, Mojo.
They're going to Batenhorst out of the back row right away, trying to establish that rhythm, establish that attack option. She just misses trying to go down the line.
You were pointing out between matches the difference in swings for Omaha between sets 1 and sets 2. They really dropped from 56 attacks in set 1 to just 32 in the second.
They did, and I think that's contributing partly because of their passing. I don't think their passing was quite as good in the second set, but also the amount of digs they were getting. San Diego was really terminating at a high efficiency, and so that didn't give Omaha very many second chance opportunities that they had in the first set quite often.
So what you're saying, this is coming down to like serve and pass?
I mean, I know volleyball fans have probably never heard that before, but...
That's the overpass there. And Batenhorst gets the kill. That is 8 kills now for Allie Batenhorst. Last match, Bird told us that, Batenhorst will be the first off the bench. She provides a spark and an energy. And then she let us know this morning, Batenhorst getting her first ever start for the Supernovas, moving over to the right side, just really likes what she's been doing in the gym and in practice, and the energy and offense that she brings.
Yes, Coach Bird was so complimentary of Allie. Just her physical ability, she knew that she could do what was required of her on the court, but also the energy she gives to the team. And sometimes the team just needs that spark, and she felt like Allie could help kind of propel the team along with that energy today.
A little bit of a spark here, 2 kills for Batenhorst. She now has 9 total. Is that Coach Bird, or are we just going with Bird? Coach Kuhn, yes.
I don't know what's protocol.
I'm not sure. I should ask her. She said, just call me Bird. But we both called her Laura this morning on college. She was like, what are you guys doing? Why are you calling me Laura?
And honestly, it felt strange when I said it. As it was coming out of my mouth. Like, you're Bird. Why am I calling you Laura? But Coach Kuhn, Coach Bird, I don't know.
Well, there's Lauren Page with the kill there. Page now back to serve. Another former Duck. She and Veronica Stone both played for Oregon. And the service error.
Omaha. Survey number 23, Kate Hall.
The slide and the kill.
And that pass was perfect. It's going to be hard to stop a fast middle slide off a perfect pass like that, because that setter has every option available to her. Veronica Stone, just an easy termination for her.
3-time all Pac-12 first team at Oregon.
San Diego.
Must have been into the antenna, just breezed the antenna.
It landed on the top of the antenna. Nice hustle by Nati trying to chase down an errant pass, but just got away from her. And again, a tribute, we talk about serve and pass. And again, a nice serve leads to a tough pass. Point San Diego.
Good tip. Kayla Caffey timing a little off, but Caffey got the kill.
Caffey does a nice job, I think, when the set's not quite where she wants it or the timing isn't quite what she's expecting. She does a really nice job of keeping it in play, finding a hole in the court somewhere.
4th kill for Kayla Caffey. another kill for Dalkey as well. Dalkey now has 9.
Kendra Dalkey has just stepped it up. She was just 3 kills on 13 swings in the first set, but in the second set alone, she came back with 5 kills on 8 swings with 0 errors. So she's really stepped it up for San Diego, and she's carrying a lot of the load for them right now.
A little tight to the net. We kept it alive. Well, how about that kill for Reagan Cooper?
I mean, sometimes you just take it and smile and say thank you. That was a very strange play. Nati played up the first ball, and I thought Reagan was going to step. First, she jumped like she was going to jump and attack it. Then she stopped, and I thought she was going to set somebody else. She just sets it over. Kill.
Just caught a bit too much of the tape. Batenhorst, good dig there by Moore. Here is Dalkey with the swing. Back row, and Nunaviller off the block and out, and the kill is number 12 for Nunaviller.
And that's a nice swing by Nunaviller, again, staying in the flow of the play, staying with the rally, coming up, finding the edges of the block to attack off the hands. Shara Venegas that time was already down on her knees going into the center of the court. She doesn't get beat often, but that time she got beat going the wrong way, and Brooke turns it back outside off the hands.
Ran the quick middle. Caitlin Horde was there, and then tried to go around the block and went wide, and that's the presence of Caitlin Horde.
Yes, a big blocker who's getting big touches like Caitlin Horde does makes the attacker think about them. And I think Dalkey there, she didn't have a full approach. She had stepped in to play the ball. She didn't have a full approach, so she goes up and tries to just attack down the line, knowing she has Nati there, and misses wide.
Caitlin came into this match leading the league in total blocks. Nearly got one there. Go the opposite way, Cooper. Great up by Venegas. Back row, Nunaviller. Tried the angle, thumb down, was just wide.
I think on that ball, Nati set her wider, and Brooke was coming straight up the middle because she looked, her body was torqued a little bit funny, reaching out past her to her left, trying to get that ball. And that difference tweaked it back out down the left sideline.
Horde on the slide off the top of the block. And Caitlin Horde off the good pass, runs the slide, gets the kill.
Caitlin does a nice job here of waiting for the set to come from Nati and then accelerating into her slide approach. Sometimes hitters running the slide can get ahead of the ball and then they slow down, which obviously decreases your vertical when you're going slower. So she does a really nice job waiting and accelerating.
Third kill for Caitlin Horde. Cooper sends a free ball over. Good dig. Punched at the net by Cooper. Tip and down by Lauren Page from the right pin.
The Supernovas had several digs there where they had an opportunity to extend the play, but they just didn't get swings on most of those in an aggressive situation where they could really go after it.
Raynell Jones now in for the Mojo, 6'3" middle. Out of Maryland. Played her collegiate volleyball at Maryland as well. That swing is wide. And another touch, and no touch. Point for the Mojo.
Yep, Reagan Cooper just going for too much on the angle, just missed a little bit wide. That's an aggressive swing, though. Those are the kinds of errors I don't think coaches mind, because they know it's an attacker being aggressive.
Serve just long by Jones. So Cooper now back at the service line for the Novas. We've gotten some runs with Cooper back at the service line here in the match. See if they can do it again. Bumps up by Gomez. Here's Nunaviller into the net.
Uncharacteristic mistake for Brooke. She's done a really good job, I think, of taking those out-of-system hits and finding a smart shot. Sometimes she went for it way too sharp inside, just buried it in the net.
Tough pass. Back row swing. And the kill.
The defensive play on San Diego's side, reaching out with one arm way outside the body line, popping it up. It was nice play by San Diego. They stayed with it. They completed the play.
Biggest lead here of set number 3 until that service error. So Caitlin Horde now will go back to serve for Omaha. That is 12 service errors now for the Supernovas.
And we talked about the balance that these servers have to find. 12 in 2 sets, 2.5 sets is just a lot. And that's something they will continue to refine over the season. Clean that part up.
And Kathy, good up by Paige. Great up and a pass by Gomez, back row. And Cooper goes right at Coach Hanif Park, who took it off the knee. Taiva Hanif Park, Coach of the Year in the league last year, just took one off the knee, I think. Ooh.
She hams it up for the crowd.
3-time Olympian. Did you play with her?
I did play with her. Yes, we were in the Olympics in 2004 together.
Wow.
And then for several years after that.
Sure, yeah. And another kill for the Mojo. And a timeout on the floor as the Mojo have a 4-point lead here in set number 3. They took the second, trying to grab the third and trying to grab a 3-1 lead over the Novas. Well, I don't know how much Caitlin Horde's going to appreciate the title, but yes, she has been a beast at the net. There is no doubt. 31 total blocks, tied for first. First in total blocks in the league.
I'm just gonna let that one go. She has been blocking really well. She's a really good presence at the net for Omaha.
More back row. A good hustle. But what a great job to get a set up. A ball up, then it goes off the block and falls on the Nova's side.
Nice blocking move there by Ronica Stone, seeing it coming and getting over really quickly in a play that was kind of just caroming back and forth. She did a great job of staying with it and being ready for the attack coming over.
Batenhorst, good angle inside the block and the kill.
Yes, Allie found a nice angle shot there inside the middle blocker. She's off the net a little bit. Again, takes something off of it and just cups it inside the block there. The ball just falls between the two defenders on the right side.
10 kills now for Allie Batenhorst. Kendra Waite into serve now for the Supernovas. Big block by Caffey. Double sub there for the Novas.
Yes, they're bringing in, Kendra Waite comes in back row for Allie Batenhorst, so she's serving now, and they bring in Kelsey Payne to come in front row for Nati, so that's a bigger block and offensive threat. Just gives the team a little bit of a spark sometimes when they're kind of lagging in a match.
Veronica Stone with the kill.
And Kendra Waite, clearly a crowd favorite, played here for Creighton. Coach Bird was saying she has a really good connection with the hitters. Her timing, they're connecting really well so far, so she's been impressed.
The hope is it provides a little bit of offensive power, but also just maybe a little more punch, maybe a little more energy.
Yes, right? Yes, exactly.
Waite pushes out, Nutteviller, good dig by Stone. Dalkey with the tip, Waite was there. Gomez bump set, roll shot. And the kill by Payne.
And there's Kelsey Payne's first of the match. That's exactly what you want that double sub to come in and do, is provide that spark, give that energy. Yes, hopefully get some kills out of it, but just lift up that team just a little bit. They're doing a good job.
Kelsey Payne played for Coach Bird at KU. Off the tape. Oh, good up. And the kill by Dalkey.
Payne is walking a little bit uncomfortably. She didn't even jump on that block. I don't know if she stepped on someone's foot or just wasn't.
Oh, that was clearly up.
Yeah, I thought it was a great up.
Great.
Kayla Caffey and Kelsey Payne tangled up a little bit there, getting ready to block.
Dalkey off the block, and Dalkey with another kill. Her kills now racking up. She's in double digits. And a timeout taken by the Novas. San Diego up by 5. We'll be back here in Omaha. Back here at a chilly winter afternoon in Omaha. It's just people skating out there, not this afternoon. It's frigid. It's been frigid here for the Novas as of late, and big swing by Raynell Jones in the middle. Her first kill. Not what you're looking for out of the timeout, an overpass and a kill.
Yes, and that serve by Lee was lethal. That barely got over the net. Gomez diving for it, getting it up, but overpassing it, unfortunately. And San Diego cleans it up. They get a kill, get the point.
Lindsey Krause now in for the Supernovas. I almost said for Nebraska.
Old habits, right?
Little roll shot, And this is all Mojo right now. They are up by 7, 21-14 here in the third.
And I think the atmosphere on the sides of the net kind of shows the score, which as a coach, you don't ever want that. Somebody shouldn't be able to tell if you're ahead or behind based on the energy level.
Big kill by Krause.
Lindsay Krause trying to make a difference, trying to come in and get that spark, get them to pick it up again. But the Omaha team right now seems a little bit sedate, whereas San Diego just looks like they're comfortable, they're in a groove.
13 service errors by the Supernovas is a season high, and we are only in set number 3.
And that's tough. Against a team like San Diego, when they're siding out so well, you have to get the ball in play to give yourself a chance. You just lose all momentum. I mean, Krause came out, had a crushing kill, and you go out and miss the serve, you give all that momentum back. So serving is so important, and they're going to keep working on it, obviously. They're going to keep working on it all season long and try to keep getting better at this. But it's a crushing depression of energy level when you miss a serve right after a big kill like that.
And number 1, Natalia, Valentine Anderson, and serving.
Nati's been serving well today, though, so hopefully she can get Omaha going on a run and get that momentum back on the Omaha side.
Horde, Krause, Batenhorst, all former Huskers in the front row. Moore could care less. Janessa Moore takes it off the top of the block and gets the kill.
It did not bother her.
It's like former what? Here's Raynell Jones, former Big Ten player, played at Maryland.
Supernovas. Serving for the Novas, number 22.
10 service errors now on the Mojo. 11. Check that. Good diving up. Nunaviller with the kill. Omaha trying to get back into this late. Going to be tough, down by 5, and San Diego just 2 away.
That's another great hustle play by Nati, and seeing that grit, that determination can help fire a team up as well.
Going a little bit of a serve run. Good, tough serve by Krause there. Swing from off the net. Krause to Batenhorst. Good spinning up there by Moore to keep it alive. Nunaviller. And it falls on the Mojo side. Point for the Novas.
Another smart shot by Brooke Nunaviller right over the block. So the blocker actually reaches back and touches it, and then there's some confusion on who's going to get the next ball.
That powered through the block and a kill by Page.
Paige has done a nice job coming into the opportunity she's given. She's played well for San Diego and been very steady for them.
Yeah. And now it's set point. Wow. 15 kills for Brooke Nunaviller.
You can see the intensity in Nunaviller's eyes. She is just trying to will this team to pick it up.
Supernova substitution into match number 20.
Caffey back into the front row. Allison Witten back to serve. Set point number 2 for the Mojo. On the slide, the block is there. Caffey, Nunaviller together.
I like that blocking move. San Diego had a perfect pass. They've been using Ronica Stone on perfect passes, and she's been honestly tearing up Omaha, so I like it that they committed and jumped on her, took that away, and it paid off for them.
With the bump set out to Batenhorst from off the net. Too close, Nunaviller not down. Set right back over by Caffey. You can see her recirculate bump. Getting the bump set, here's Nunaviller. The tip not down. Caffey.
That was a nice swing by Caffey to end that. I think it was Paige actually dove under the ball and still almost got that up. And it was a definitive kill by Caffey. Sometimes the ball just kind of starts bouncing around though, and play kind of just gets out of sort, and whoever can stay calm and stay with it, stay organized, a lot of times is the one that will win the rallies.
Intermission is the name of the game. When I say super, you say Novas. Super! Super!
3-0 run right now for the Supernovas. Trying to get back into this late. This will be the 4th set point upcoming.
And it's a nice job serving by Allison Witten coming in off the bench. She hasn't been playing, so she's not super warm. But she comes in and she puts in some good, solid serves, gives Omaha the chance.
Allison Witten back at the service line again, formerly from Morehead State and Creighton out of Simpsonville, South Carolina. More into the block. Lee goes the other way. No doubter put down by Ronica Stone. And that will close it out, and the Mojo take set number 2. So the Supernovas open up with the first. The Mojo have answered. They lead it 2-1. Supernovas fans on hand here today at CHI in record numbers once again. But their Novas are down 2-1 as sets 2 and 3 have gone to the Mojo. Been a little bit like Casper the Ghost. They've disappeared here in these last 2 sets. See if they can get some momentum back here in set 4.
Yes, volleyball is such a game of momentum, and Omaha right now, they got some momentum at the end of this set. Hopefully they carry that over into the beginning of this set. They need to start out with urgency.
tip, good hustle. And under the net is called on Gomez.
Survey number 1, Raynell Jones.
So this is a little different than the NCAA.
Yes, right.
In this league, they told us that if the foot is completely over, it's a fault, but any other body part is okay as long as it doesn't interfere. So I suppose they thought she was interfering there. Just a little different. Some of these different league rules are slightly different than what viewers here are probably used to watching with college volleyball.
So the takeaway there is a foot's okay, but a half body, that's fine.
Foot is not okay.
Foot is not okay. A half body, apparently.
But your entire body, if it doesn't interfere, is fine.
Right.
As long as your feet stay on your own side.
That's right. Another one for the Mojo. 14 service errors. Previous season high for the Novas was 11. That was in their win in the second match of the season. There's Batenhorst off the top of the block, and Batenhorst with the kill.
That's a nice aggressive swing by Allie Batenhorst there. She benefits from a little bit of miscommunication on the San Diego side. They popped the first ball up, and they had two players look at each other for the second ball. Those kinds of hesitations can get a team dug in a hole. So we've seen them tonight on the San Diego side, and we've seen them on the Omaha side. Both teams are going to want to clean those up.
Stone tries to throw it down, not there, and then the miscommunication and the point for San Diego.
And another miscommunication play, just like we talked about. Early in the season, these can happen because these players aren't necessarily used to playing next to each other. As they get more comfortable with each other on the court and with who they're next to, that should clean up just naturally.
He goes back to Stone, missed time. Stone sends it over. Back row, Krause. A good swing by Krause, but a nice up by Venegas. Nunaviller into the block. And a fist pump for Veronica Stone.
It was a nice block by Veronica Stone. Nati had a great diving dig out of bounds for the first ball that went off the block. And she's still trying to come back into the court on that last one. And unable to cover the block from Brooke Nunaviller hitting into it.
Off the top of the block. Caffey with the kill. That is double digit, or check that, 6 kills now for Caffey.
It's a really nice swing by Kayla. I like it that Nati got the ball to her fast. She's able to beat the block because she's up quickly.
Back line kill for the Mojo.
That's a really nice swing by Kendra Dalkey. I don't know if people understand how tough that is when you're that far off the net on such an out-of-system play. She jumped up and took a nice rip at it, and it just falls on the Omaha side with two players kind of looking at each other. They've got to keep communicating to get through this.
Nunaviller shoves it off the block.
Such a smart play by Brooke. We've talked earlier again about how she makes such smart plays. She's attacking very intelligently. Here the ball is inside, it's off a bump set. She comes in, finds it, gets her feet to the ball, and finds the block to tip it off of them.
There's some heat on that one from Dalkey on that left pin, and another kill. San Diego just seems to be in rhythm right now, and Omaha still trying to find itself a bit here in set number 4.
Yes, San Diego definitely feels more comfortable right now.
Batenhorst long, no touch point for the Mojo. Short serve, good hustle by Krause. Back row, Nunaviller tipped right into the donut.
Great shot by Brooke Nunaviller. Again, seeing the blocker up, going over the blocker into the middle of the court. That creates the most confusion for the defense because it's not right to anybody.
Dalkey now back to serve. Feels like without a lot of offensive production right now from the Novas pins outside of Nunaviller, that this might be one of those where Brooks just going to need to take over if they're going to stay in it, or find some other help, or get the middles involved. Something needs to change here for the Supernovas.
I agree, and I think they've got to get the middles involved because Brooke can't be the only person on the court scoring. But I think if she takes over, her energy and her leadership will pull the rest of the team along, and that will hopefully get the rest of them to start scoring as well.
Right in the middle, Raynell Jones with her second kill. She played in all 24 matches last year when she played with the Fury. This is the first action of the season for Raynell Jones. And now back to serve. And the ace by Jones. 5-year starter at Maryland.
Omaha's got to find a way to turn this momentum around, because right now San Diego feels comfortable. They've got the momentum. Omaha's got to find a way to get back in it. Sometimes that's a point-by-point fight, but it really shows grit and determination when you have to do that, because San Diego feels good. They're not going to give them anything easy.
Great timing there from Lee to Ronica Stone.
Yes, I've been impressed with Lee's connection with her hitters so far tonight. She's had one or two that they've mistimed or didn't connect on, but for the most part, she is getting those hitters a hittable ball on tempo every time.
Serve long. Caffey back into the game, and into the game for the Supernovas for the first time is Emily Londot, former Ohio State Buckeye. In for the Supernovas. Swing out of the back row, and another kill for the Mojo.
I think right now Omaha's just looking for a spark from Londot. She's coming in. She's a right side, so it probably feels a little bit more natural to her than it did to Allie Batenhorst. And they're just trying to get somebody to make a difference and get the spark going.
And the kill by Nunaviller. Pushed right on the line.
Really smart location by Brooke. Seeing that she's one-on-one, but she has the setter. She knows she can throw it down right over top. She does a good job.
Going off the top, touched, and Stone again not down. Nunaviller. Stone again, nice dig, Londot. Tried the line, but that was wide, and no touch point for the Mojo.
It's a good attempt by Brooke, trying to find that line, trying to hit down across over Lee. Some nice digs on the Omaha side by Emily Londot, coming in and making a difference defensively.
No touch there by Lee. And Nunaviller right through the block of Raynell Jones. And another kill for Nunaviller, whose season high for kills is 22, and she is inching closer to that.
Brooke does a nice job. She had an error. She comes right back and makes a really aggressive swing right into the high hands of the block to come back with the kill. Right now, San Diego's middles are having success tipping over the block. Omaha's got to make an adjustment where the off blockers have to come off and be ready to play those balls, because their back row players are set back waiting for a hard hit on defense. They've got to have somebody ready to play that.
Krause explodes right at Janae Samore, and Krause with the kill.
It's a nice swing. It's good to see Krause come out with a swing like that. It's a really nice high swing. She finds that seam in the block and just ricochets the ball at Janae Samore.
Moore looking across the net at her former teammate in Emily Londot. Londot, Moore. Moore on the same team along with believe Mac Pedraza was on that team as well at Ohio State before she transferred out.
I think so.
Kylie Murr, who was in the league last year, was on that team. Timeout on the floor, 15-11, Mojo. Sub-zero temps outside, second most attendance record in Supernovas history inside. 12,723 the attendance record today. 9 of the top 10 all-time professional volleyball attendance records have been set right here in Omaha. London out of the back, the swing was wide.
London just missing cross court on that back row attack. Omaha's been setting a lot of back row this set. I'd like to see them get back in rhythm with their front row attackers and then throw in the back row as an offset type thing. It feels like they're really heavy on back row attacks right now.
No touch. Swing wide, point for the Novas. So, just get the feeling somebody's going to have to, other than Nunaville or somebody else is going to have to step up and be terminal right now because the Supernovas are just aren't getting it from anybody else.
Agreed. I think so. I think they've got to find somebody who's willing to carry that load and who can connect. I think right now, I mean, I don't think it's that people are unwilling, but right now no one is just connecting and they're not getting those kills that they need. San Diego has almost as many missed serves as Omaha, but right now they feel more terminal for Omaha because they're struggling offensively. I think once they get their offense going, the missed serves don't feel so bad.
Nunaville are certainly trying to get him going. Nazi back to serve again for Omaha. Lee pushes out for the pin. Moore got the kill. Moore spun, tried to find it, but it hit the floor.
That was a really smart shot by Moore. That set was a little bit tight for her, and she just kind of punches it right over the block, right close to the net. And Horde couldn't find it in midair. Didn't know where to look for the ball.
London into the block. Veronica Stone.
Stone has been doing such a nice job doing everything. She's been nice offensively as well, but blocking for the San Diego Mojo, she's been a big block in important moments for them.
Krause now back to serve. See if she can get a run going here for the Supernovas. Off the block. Page with the kill.
Page has also come in. She didn't start the match, but she's come in and has played well for San Diego as well. Very steady, very consistent.
Good pass, good set, and the kill by Caitlin Horde.
Excellent choice by Nati. I like it. Go to your middle, set them quick, get them involved. Some balls, if the pass isn't there, you're unable to get the middle involved. So I like using Caitlin and trying to get her fired up.
Fourth kill by Horde, who will now serve. On the slide. Good block touch. Donovan will take the swing, sit back. Londot down the line, but a great up by Venegas. Donovan tip right on the line. And the point for the Novas.
And that ball was right on the line. It could not have been any closer. That is a call, though, that you cannot challenge in the PVF.
Yeah.
Because they have the Bolt 6 system and the calls are so exact done by the cameras, you can't challenge in or out.
Yeah, and the replay showed that it was out. And I think that's why we have the buzzing of the horn. The replay came up late, showed the ball was out, and now they're going to change the call. Yes, and you see, said he buzzed it in right away, and it's definitely out. You can see the conversation. And here's a look at it. Just out.
Just out. Couldn't have been closer.
So typically that will get buzzed in before the next serve. It didn't, so they buzzed in and stopped play.
Typically that screenshot and the call in or out is supposed to go to the tablet the up referee has before he even makes the call. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but what he saw apparently wasn't what the replay showed. Some long conversations right now because this isn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
The call is supposed to be right the first time with this technology.
Yep.
So I think they're all trying to figure out, okay, now what? But we do have really, really good referees. They've trained
Absolutely.
and they have trained so hard on this equipment and on the technology and making the right calls. They do a phenomenal job. So it's not very often that the calls are wrong.
So they will change the call, and the word we're getting is that the tablet wasn't updating fast enough for our R1 or our up official to get the view of it on the tablet. So it was buzzed in shortly after the serve. So it is Mojo point, and it is now 2015 San Diego. Back throw, more great up. Diving up there by Gomez. Medeviller goes line that time and got it.
Leave no doubt. That was a great swing by Brooke Medeviller. Again, high line swing, finding that line. But this up by Camila Gomez to continue this rally was phenomenal.
Yeah, we saw R1 there looking at his iPad, the monitor, and saying it's off, looking behind him to the R2 is sitting on the scorer's table to get the official call on even that one, whether or not it was in or out.
And they do. They want to get it right.
Absolutely.
More than them being right, they want to make the right call. So they're trying to do their best, even when the technology maybe has an issue. They're trying to do their best to still make the right calls.
He has a couple of monitors or iPads in front of him to help him make the call. A little bit of a run here for the Supernovas. They've cut it to 3 at 2017. And the communication right now you see going between the R1 and the R2 is like, yes, I'm going to look at you. You're going to help me understand whether or not it's in or out on some of those close calls. So timeout taken here by the Mojo. as the Supernovas on a bit of a run here, 2017.
Here, San Diego, you don't want to let the Supernovas get any more momentum. We've talked about how volleyball is a game of momentum. Omaha has a little bit of momentum from this little run. For San Diego, you want to stop it and get yourself back in the driver's seat.
Lee chases it down, pushes it out, tip, and got the kill.
Point Mojo. Serving number 7.
Dalkey with that kill to make it 21-17.
That's a smart play by Dalkey. Omaha plays defense down the line, not short up underneath for the tip, so she knows that tip over, especially when it's Nati, who's a smaller blocker, that tip is going to be open more often.
Donovan into the block. Right back to her again. Into the block again. Lee and Jones come up with the block on Nunavilla. And a timeout taken now by the Supernovas.
That was another block by Lee. She's had some success blocking today, and her energy level when she gets the block is just fun to watch. But she's getting over the
Mojo being led by Kendra Dalkey, the Arizona product. "17 kills for Dalkey."
Kendra's just done a really nice job being consistent today. She's got some big kills when they needed it, but overall she's just been really consistent. Hung in there, made some big plays for her team.
On the slide. Kayla Caffey with the kill.
It's a great swing by Kayla Caffey coming out of that timeout. Quick side out for Omaha, trying to take this momentum back and narrow this lead.
Tip and successful kill.
It's a nice block touch and really good awareness by Kayla Caffey to find that ball back quickly.
Seven kills for Kayla Caffey. And Jones, Raynell Jones, with her third kill.
Serving number 19, Dion Lee.
Tough serve. Handled by Krause, right back to her. Into the block. Oh, check it went out of bounds off the block. And kill for Lindsay Krause.
Camila Gomez did a nice job stepping in there and giving Krause a nice high ball to take a swing at. I thought Lindsay Krause did a really nice job of taking a good swing at that ball. It was high, it was out of system, but she waited, took her time, and took a nice swing.
Witten into the game now. Off of Witten, but right back over. I think that was a shoulder. There is Krause. Got it! Lindsay Krause back line with the kill. That's 4 for Krause.
That was a nice rally. We saw some of those defensive plays again to extend these rallies. Lindsay Krause does a nice job capitalizing on that for Omaha.
He pushes outside, the tip. Got the kill. Boy, smart tip again by Dalkey, who has 18.
Really smart tip by Dalkey. Great hustle by Omaha, but they're unable to come up with it.
Serving number 8, Kendra Dalkey. Match point, Mojo.
Match point for San Diego. Off the block.
Another great high hand swing by Krause, going high off the hands of the block. She's taking some really aggressive swings. She's getting a shot today, and she's doing a nice job capitalizing on them.
5 for Krause. Outside, more with the swing off the block and out. And the Mojo have come into Omaha and taken down the Supernovas.
That's a nice swing by San Diego there. Finishing that, the set wasn't perfect. She got her feet there and jumped quickly and tooled it off that block, cross court, out of bounds. It was a really nice swing to end it.
Big win for the Mojo as they go to 2-2 on the season. Omaha falls to 2-2 in the PVL as well.
The Coaches Show, Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. on the Supernovas Radio.
Now there's more Supernovas volleyball heading your way on Nebraska Public Media. Sunday, February 16th at 3 p.m. Central, the Mojo take on Omaha. And if you can't make it to the game, don't miss a minute of the action. Stream it live at nebraskapublicmedia.org/live or on the Nebraska Public Media app. Supernovas volleyball proudly brought to you by Nebraska Public Media Sports. That will do it here in Omaha. Mojo take down the Supernovas in 4. Big win as they head back to warmer weather. We'll see you next time.